Hey guys, I'm back. It's been about a month. And do you want to know the secret to happiness or the guide to happiness? Funny enough, it's actually on my water bottle sticker. How to find happiness, it says. Inhale, exhale, be grateful, repeat. Lighting is weird with that. There we go. Inhale, exhale, be grateful, repeat. And that is a true story. So I wanted to kind of give a little background on where I've been and why I disappeared once again, because it seems like I'd been doing that a good amount over the past year. So I wanted to share how stepping away from a lot of stuff actually led me to be ridiculously happy. And it was a show of self-love. So about April last year, a lot of you don't know this, but my husband and I are no longer together. And while that seems like a stupid, sad thing, it really isn't. Like, we are friends and we communicate on a semi-often basis. But it was just one of those things where I wasn't really happy. And it wasn't because he's a bad person or anything like that. So for the folks that know him, please don't send him text messages. And actually don't send them to me either, because I'm not going to answer them. But it was just it was a decision that needed to be made. And I think we are both definitely happier because of it. On a business side of things, I left my studio. It was something that, of course, in lieu of Steve and I no longer being together, was like a huge burden. And it was something that it was starting to not make me happy at all. It was becoming something that provided a lot of anxiety, and I just wasn't happy. So that's gone. And my new arrangement is, I'm really happy about it. And there'll be more about that coming up. Let's see. Social media was starting to get like stupid negative, of course, with the whole election thing and blah, blah, blah. I get it. But it was becoming a place that made me feel worse. So stepped away from that, even though it also involved my business page. I was just feeling, this past year has just been really weird. It's had a lot of ups and downs. I had weird living situations. I finally moved into my own place in November, and it was just like life was just spinning around me, and I felt really overwhelmed. And a lot of people didn't know that because it's not something that I shared. I'm a pretty private person with really private stuff. I share a lot with y'all, but just like the deep, dark dirties, I typically don't do. So a lot of people just didn't know what was going on in the background. They just saw me places and thinking like everything's fine, and it really wasn't. So what I needed to do was distance myself from things that weren't making me ridiculously happy. That was going to be my method, and I was going to see if it was going to work or not. So stepped away from social media. I think my last post on here was January, and just decided to focus on me and what made me happy. I started cooking a lot more. I did post some things to Instagram, which my Instagram is Tosha, Tosha _ Mixed Kitchen Fitness, if you'd like to do a little follow. But posted some things on there food wise, but all I was doing was like cooking, taking care of myself, working out a little bit more, because believe it or not, during that time, I wasn't working out very much at all, if at all, just because I'm like, let's just stay above water mentally. So I really started taking care of myself, spending more time with family, spending more time with friends, and just really focusing on what made me happy and giving myself some self-love. Not like that. Self-love though. And what it led to was just being really, really happy. And I felt that once I got to that place, then I'll start putting things back into play, business wise, as well as being a little bit more social outside of here. So apologies to people who have reached out to me. I really didn't reach out back. I'm introverted, so I'm horrible about kind of reaching out and stuff like that. But I wanted to let you know that I am back. And if you are feeling a similar way, Valentine's Day can be really tricky for people, but I want you to think about today just doing things that make you really happy. So regardless of if you're with someone or not, because you need to be able to make you happy before anybody else can make you happy. Okay, so do something that makes you happy today. Maybe focus on the rest of the day. Just like, what will make me feel good and what will make me feel happy? If you're at work and work doesn't make you happy, that's a whole other story, okay? But, brighten yourself up at work. So maybe you go for a walk with some friends. Maybe you call a friend on a break. Do something to make you happy. Do something to make you happy this evening. Just focus on your happiness. Focus on giving yourself love. And it's amazing how everything else really works out. I have some great opportunities that are coming up that I will share a little bit later. But I just wanted to, make a comeback. Actually, don't call it a comeback because I have been here for years. Did you get that? Because that was really cheesy, but that's just kind of what I specialize in. So I will see you guys again soon. Have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day. And yeah, take care of yourself, love yourself, and make yourself happy. Peace.